Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Have you heard of the statement that seeing is not believing? Seeing is not believing. And I, I, I used to wonder as a kid when people said seeing was not believing, what were they really saying? But I need for you now to hear what my son-in-law, Presiding Elder Raymond Swafford said in his sermon on Sunday. He said he got this from a Tony Evans, but I need to read it to you because I want to talk about this. If all you see is what you see, then you do not see all there is to be seen. Reno, let me say it again for the people in the back. If all you see is what you see, then you do not see all there is to be seen. I was so struck by that statement. In the middle, I'm sure it's a biblical verse that goes with that. I don't know why I didn't ask for that part. I need all of it, I guess. But I just want to tell you about everything you see, you cannot believe. Seeing is not believing. And as a child, you just believe everything, whatever it is. Mom, whatever they say. Mom, this is what the teacher said. And then, as an adult, you're like, okay. Well, let me just talk about why we have this video. I do this. I do super aging, getting older without getting old. But sometimes in the middle of my super aging and getting old without getting old, I try to have something motivational and information that just to help us all on this journey in this new day that we're living in since January 20th, 2025. And one of the things is everything is going on, it's been pushed pretty fast at us. This is being changed and this agency is being changed and we don't do this anymore. This is the way we do things, and you've been bombarded to a point where you don't know what to believe. What everything is coming to you so fast. There's a method in that madness. That method is to confuse you, and for you to just take everything in, take it all in, and get all exasperated. If you do that, you will lose your way on the journey, and you'll lose and waste a lot of time that you could be using for yourself and for your family, building your wealth, building your health, and doing what we're all about, baby. We're all about super aging, getting older without getting old. And how do we do that? That we do not allow ourselves to be bogged down in what you think you see. Here's the statement again, is you do not see all there is to be seen. So you got to look past some stuff. You got to move past some things. You got to look at the left and to the right. Well, you're looking this way, and everybody's saying, look this way, and you following along. Do you remember Jim Jones and they drank the Kool-Aid? People drank that Kool-Aid and they all died. Following somebody said, if you drink this Kool-Aid, you're going to have life everlasting, and you go and drink it. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid, everybody. We know that there are some truths in some of the actions that are happening in our nation's capital, and the truisms are signatures are being signed. We know that, and there are changes being made on paper. We know that. So there's some things we know that is happening, but everything that glitters is not gold. You remember your mama used to tell you that? And your mama used to tell you everything that glitters is not gold. And seeing is not necessarily believing. And I'm here to tell you this statement. But I don't know, I should know who Tony Evans is. I didn't look it up before I came here. I know who my son-in-law is. And my son-in-law said this in church on Sunday. And I want to make sure that you understand that don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. See, listen, we got to get us some hair. Right. We don't have my teeth yet. 3 times cancer survivor, so y'all don't judge. We might get us some new cream right here. Kind of hold it back a little bit. I'm going to concentrate on what's going on health-wise. Put some healthy food in. I'm going to try to find, or not try, I will find places where they have fresh, organic grown food and buy that food and maybe think about having a garden or just grow some tomatoes and cucumbers. If you grow some tomatoes, cucumbers, and lettuce, those three things you can live off of, or you had to live off of it. You see, if nothing else was there, you could grow that. You get you some flour in the house, get you some cornbread mix in the house. You know, my son-in-law just said his mama used to make cornbread. Get you some cornbread mix, because cornbread mix, nobody's paying attention to cornbread mix. Get you some corn, get you a big thing of cornbread mix. We're talking about not being hungry. You see, we talking about feeding, a way to feed yourself, and you're not going to be hungry, and you still got the energy to move on with your project and thing you're wanting to do, because you still got that creative mind. You got books to create. You got songs to create. You got create. You're going to join up with those people. Now, I don't know anything about stocks and bonds, but stocks and bonds don't have a race, creed, or color on it. And the last I heard. And so there's some investment. There's some black folk on TikTok that know how to invest in the stocks, Bitcoin, and all those kind of things. See, you got something to do. You have something to do. You spending all your time what on somebody else is doing. When those person 47 told you he was gonna do, he said he was gonna do all that. Why are y'all surprised? What you supposed to be doing, baby? Like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is still ticking on everybody. I don't know anybody that's getting younger, but I know we are not getting. We are doing this. We're getting older without getting old. But I don't know anybody that's going back in time. No. My mama said, what y'all know my mama said, night follows day and day follows night. And the one thing, I don't care how much money, I don't care if you're a billionaire, a trillionaire, a gazillionaire, you are not going to be able to hold yourself here as the pharaohs. You're not going to be able to hold yourself here. You is going somewhere. I said it's poor English. You is going somewhere. Wherever that somewhere is. But you're getting up out of here. I don't care how much money you have. So don't worry about all the trillionaires, gazillionaires. Check the list. Baby, they going to get up out of here just like you. Yes, they are. So what they're doing, they're working on providing for the legacy of their family. What are you doing? You worry about their money. You worry about your money. You worry about what you're doing. How you going to get to the next level. It's enough for us to still continue to work together, collaborate together, collectively. Have you heard of collectives, whatever? You said, well, they got immigration going on. Listen, go back and find the Truman executive order. Come with me, historians, and let's find the Truman executive order. Go online and put in Truman executive order and how they rounded up people based on slanted eyes. Rounded them up. And they rounded up Americans. They rounded up Americans born in the United States, born in the USA. They rounded them up based on the complexion and the shape of their eyes. And they pulled them out their houses and they put them up in Mansour and different places around and locked them up behind barbed wire. Don't act like you don't know your history, and maybe you don't know. But there's a person, Janice Miracatani. Stay with me now. Janice Miracatani did a whole poem, a book. But at Clark Atlanta University, I teach Janice Miracatani. We, the Dangerous is the name of the poem that I teach in my class. Because I want my students to understand what happened with that executive order back there. And now we're in 2025. All my students who took my class back there, they're like, dang, Dr. Thomas, you told us back here. Yes. And I'm telling you, and the reason why I'm talking about these things, because I need for you to understand that whatever's what's going on right now, it has gone on. Ain't nothing new under the sun. What is new is what you're doing for you and your family. What seeing is not believing. That everything you see, you can't believe. But some stuff is true that's going on in these different places. But what about with you? You know what I'm about. I'm all about you. This is what I come on for, I get up for. I wake up thinking about after God and Jesus. Okay, I think about this right here. I think about what I'm going to tell you. And I heard that Sunday when I heard my son-in-law give his sermon. I said I got to have that peace because I need for my audience, my people, the people that I'm working with, people that I'm motivating, the people that God has told me to speak to. If all you see is what you see, then you do not see all there is to be seen. Listen to me. Don't get caught up in the glitz. Don't get caught up in the bright lights. And don't get caught up in the bombardment of news that's saying all the negative. Because before you know it, it'll all get up in your eyes, in your face, in your heart, in your body. You'll be all bent over and tired and exhausted. I have a friend who told me, he said, as much as I love NPR, I had to stop listening to it because every day they break something down. He said, I can't take it. I gotta have some life. Listen to me. You gotta have some life. You gotta have some life. And in order to have this life, then you gotta stop and get a hold of yourself. And remember, God is still on his throne. Remember now, who's on the throne. Don't be fooled by the lights and who you think got a throne. But remember who is on the throne. Because what are we doing? Why are we here? What am I all about? You know what I'm all about. I'm all about you, baby. Yes, I am. I'm all about what I read to you. My son-in-law gave me. Don't forget it. I'm gonna put it in the. I'm typing this right here. I'm typing this because I need you to remember. Because we got places to go, things to do. Because we're what? We're super aging. We're getting older without getting old. We got things to do, places to go, feel good, smell good, look good, get our lives with our families, do things, create. We can't do all that with all paying attention to what's going on somewhere else. We got to pay attention to what's going on right here with you right now. Having said that, what do I always say? What do I always say? I always say, baby, I love you. You know that. I love you. And you can't do anything